you the kind of person who looks up in wonder and delight at the moon, watching her move gracefully through her phases from new to full and back again? Do you look at the stars and watch them dance across the sky, their positions a little different every day? Do you observe the passing of time, the changing of the seasons, the turning of the wheel of the year? I definitely am that person and always have been. Today I'm going to talk about how I observe the passing of time with the Decans, the wheel of the year, and the lunar phases, and share the resources that I'm using right now as we move from winter in the northern hemisphere into spring. Hi there, I'm Lisa from Mythical Witchery. Welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Well, today I'm doing something a little bit different. I've been organizing everything that I want to work with as we move from winter into spring, and I thought this would be a really great time to share some of this with you. So, I've got a pile of stuff here, not really sure where to start. I think I'm going to start with this. This is my moon journal. This is the 13 moon journal, and it is made here in the UK. This is the second year that I've had this, and I love it. Absolutely love it. It's by Moonphase Studios. So it goes through the year, like instead of going through the year from January through December, it starts at the last moon in December and then works through all the moons of the year. It goes through each phase, so each day you can see the phase of the moon, all of the decans, and also the seasonal festivals, sabbats, that kind of thing. I love this book, absolutely love it. And this to me is absolutely ideal for this kind of work that I'm about to be starting here. So you can just see some of these things. Talks about, you know, all of the, like I said, all the phases, and as we move through the zodiac sign as well, and each of the sabbats, which is really nice. And you can use this journal in any way that you want to. It's really flexible. It's got lots and lots of really great information. About all the different phases of the moon, all of the different zodiac signs, working with the wheel of the year, special events, so things like Mercury retrograde, supermoons, eclipses, even covers lunar gardening, which is really wonderful. And then journaling using these all these things make me crazy. These Venn diagrams, I really struggle with these things, but for those people who enjoy them, you've got that option. This is really kind of cool. It says discovering your patterns for an overall visual aid of what you're tracking. You can color in the calendar here. And then if you have several factors that you're wanting to track, you can use the space using your own personal color key. So, like I said, loads and loads and loads of information, and then starts directly in with the moon. Now we've got, let's see, where are we here? I wish I was a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent, I guess, in using this journal. And that's what I'm attempting to do as we move into spring, is to just see if I can get a bit more consistent in journaling every day, even if it's just pulling one card a day and doing, you know, a little bit of journaling on that. And having said that, that leads me to my next thing that I want to share, and that's this thing here. I recently got this. This is the tarot card sticker book. What I really love about this is it has 32 complete sets of all 78 tarot cards, and they're kiss cut, so they're really easy to take out. You just peel them out like that. So each page is a complete set of tarot cards. So 32 sets. I'm kind of figuring this should last me a good long while. So there's that. As I said, I'm going to be working as we move into spring, but I've been using the Imbolc Oracle from the Seasons of the Witch for the last couple of months here. And I really love these decks. I think a lot of us do. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful blue? I think a lot of us do really enjoy them because they're such great decks. They really get us into recognizing the changing seasons and that kind of thing. I like to pull one of these either first thing in the morning or last thing at night. I need to be a bit flexible because of my health, so I can't like say I'm going to do this every single day at night because it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes night comes along and I'm just too exhausted. So I try to do this in the morning when possible. So I'm sure most of us are familiar with these decks. I know they're very, very popular in the witchy community. Once I transition into spring, sorry about that. Once I transition into spring, I'll be using the Ostara Oracle. And I'm not sure how many of you have seen this deck yet because it is still fairly new. But if you have not seen it and you would like to see a walkthrough, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll do a full walkthrough of this deck. It is really gorgeous and has that lovely spring energy that I am hoping to really focus on this year, this transition from the dark into the light. And for me, this is more important, I think, this year than it's been for quite a while, because I've been in kind of a dark place for the last half a year or so. After Little Jellybean died, it kind of sent me into a little bit of an emotional and mental tailspin, and I feel myself coming out of that now, which is great. And I think that by really focusing on this transition period, you know, from the dark to the light, the winter to the spring, and then into summer, I think that's going to help me a lot. These little things here are, well, actually, these are Bible highlighters. I love these things for highlighting in whatever books I might be using, just because they don't bleed at all. They lay down a really thin layer of wax. You just dial them up by turning this thing here. So they lay down a really thin layer of wax. I was a bit worried that they were going to make the pages sticky, but they don't at all. But these are just wonderful for highlighting in books. So there's that. Now this next part, let me just make some room here. I'm really excited about this because this is going to be the main part of my journaling as I move into and through the spring and throughout the year, really. This is one of the most beautiful oracle decks. I absolutely love this. This is based on the Decans. I recently also received the book, which I'm going to share in a moment, and the expansion pack of cards in here, which added the lunar phases. So this book, or this deck, again, has all of the decans of the year. It's got all of the sabbats, the festivals, and it has all of the moon phases. And the moon phases are the new cards that have been added to this. These are just really gorgeous. I'll just show you the back really quickly. This is by a creator, I think she's in Scotland, if I recall correctly. Just really, really pretty. Very gentle as well. It's an energy that I really need in my life right now. This just gentle, loving energy. So here we're moving now into the festivals, the sabbats. I've observed the seasons of the year, not formally or like officially, but I've done it my entire life. And it was just something that always seemed so natural to just really observe the changing of the seasons. And growing up in Canada, the seasons were really kind of distinct. Obviously we had more winter than just about anything else. And then these are, of course, the Decans. I've put these in order for us here. And right now, as we're moving out of the dark months of the year, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere, and moving into the lighter, brighter months. I love this card. Look at that. Trust yourself. The beautiful magpie there. I just think it's important for me to really embrace this spring energy. So as I move through the year here, I'm going to be focusing on each of these cards depending on the decan that we're in. So how she's got this worked out here, there's more in the book, but these are the little cards that you can just look at. So she's got keywords or key phrases for each one of the decans here. So like Aries, the first, you've got claim your kingdom, jump first, think later, or self-mastery. So I'll just be choosing one of those things to focus on. And I might choose with a roll of a dice, of a die. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Such beautiful cards. I love that quality control. If you're looking for a really good guide to doing a decan walk, you might want to check out Marlena Teresa's channel. I will, if I remember, I'll link that in the description box below. She's got a fantastic series that she did. I think it was last year or maybe the year before. Just incredible if you want to follow that. Such a lovely deck. Okay, so these cards, just as a reminder, are from the Wild Way Oracle. And I believe she's got them listed again for sale on her website or her Etsy. So this is the hardbound book that she just came out with a little while ago. She had done the original deck and just with the keyword cards, and then decided to do a full hardcover book. And this book is absolutely gorgeous. Love this. So there's a section on understanding the Oracle deck, and then goes through all 36 decans, the Wheel of the Year, lunar phases, nature omens. I'm really excited about using this. I just got this a couple weeks ago, and I decided that I was not going to start using it until the spring equinox, which is coming up pretty quickly here for us, a little over a week from today, the day when I'm filming this. So it's my brother's birthday today. Not that that matters to you at all, but it's just, I was just thinking about that this morning and sent him off some birthday wishes. So happy birthday to my brother. So this is the book. I really love this, and I'm looking forward to working through this book throughout the year. I think it's going to be just so nice. I love the fact that she added in the moon phases here, because not only can you go through observing the decans, observing the changing of the seasons and all of these sabbats, but also recognizing the phases of the moon as we move through them as well, which of course we get to do 13 times a year. So that is the Wild Way Oracle and the book that goes with it. The last thing that I want to share with you today is a deck that I recently received. I'm not going to go through this card by card with you, but at least not in great detail. But this is the Cosmic Cycles Pink Edition. Really beautiful. Not sure what I think of the bag being inside the box like this, because the cards don't really fit in the box too well on their own. They sort of slide around a little bit, which is not ideal, but you know, it is what it is. Comes, of course, with a certificate of authenticity. Got the little book. Some different spreads and things that you can do. And I got this little extra pack here of alternate cards. So I thought maybe we could just go through together really quickly and see if I can decide which cards I want to keep and which ones I want to change. So I'm just going to move the camera a little bit closer so we can have a better view. Okay, so the first card that we've got an alternate is the Lovers. And I think, if I recall, there's just the one choice for the Lovers. So these are the two choices here. We've got this one here, which seems a lot more serious. And then this one, which is a little bit more lighthearted. Someone on their phone, you know, possibly sharing a picture from date night, or maybe they're out at a, well, it looks like they could be at some kind of celebration there, possibly a wedding or something. I love this card. First of all, I love the colors, but also I really love this card because it just shows that the depth of commitment, you know, with two people who've made a commitment to each other, made a choice. Obviously, the Lovers isn't just about romantic relationships by any stretch, but major life choices. But the choice to make a commitment to another human being through good and bad. You know, I love this card. So I think I'll definitely keep this one. And then we are looking for the Hanged Man, of course. I'm going to be going through these really quickly. So if you do want to see a deeper walkthrough of this, just let me know. And I can put that on my list of decks to walk through. So this one, this is a tough choice because they're both showing that new perspective. When I first looked at this, I thought this showed that concept a little bit better, but then I realized actually this one is just as good. But to me, this one is, he's really steering, isn't he? So this is more of an active kind of thing. whereas this person here is hanging there, just looking, and it's a much more, I'm not sure if passive is the right word or not here, but it is a more passive thing, I think, than this, which seems to be a much more active. And I don't see the Hanged Man as being a very active thing, but more of a passive, you know, observing, surrendering, gaining that new perspective. So I think I'm going to go with this one. And then we've got the Tower. And the Tower has two alternative cards here. And this one we've got the lightning strike, which is a thing that a lot of people really love to see in the Tower card. I know I do, but it's not necessarily a must-have for me. This one here where they're playing, what is it that they're playing here? I mean, it almost looks like they're building a Jenga tower, but those look more like mahjong tiles to me. I think they're mahjong tiles. But to me, this, I'm not going to say it minimizes the Tower, but it makes it to be not quite so dramatic or drastic. So I don't think I would want to go with this one, although it depends on the situation, I guess. Nice to have that option. This one here, where they're looking at the destruction of their home. Yeah, this one really speaks to me more than this one does. This doesn't necessarily indicate a drastic change to this person here, just something that they're witnessing rather than maybe necessarily experiencing themselves. So I think I'm going to choose this one. Okay, so let's go through these quickly and go to the wands. So we've got the Ace of Wands here. Gosh, it's a hard choice. I'm drawn to this one more partly because of the colors. Love the colors. Love that. Love that she's painting here. This one is just as creative, but in a different way. I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay, now we'll skip through to the page. I'm not sure if this energy is what I like to see necessarily in a Page of Wands. This is probably closer for me, so I think I'm going to pick this one. And we've got the Knight of Wands. I love this. But this one feels more, I don't know, assertive to me. Although I love the activity in this one, this is a tough choice. I think I'll go with this one. I can always change my mind. It's not like this is life or death kind of things. Okay, into the cups. The Ace of Cups. Oh gosh. This is a tough choice. I love the hot air balloon here. Really love that. But I love how this one just focuses right in on the cup. I wish this was a different card. Because I'd love to have this in the deck, but I just think this is a better Ace of Cups for me. So, go with that one. And then the Two of Cups. Now, if I was going through this deck with you, card by card, you would notice that a couple of things. There are two couples in this deck that you see a lot of. There's this couple here, and then this couple. And I mean, I don't know, I think it's a really personal thing. I love them. I really love them. I love the energy that they have. These, you see, this deck is amazing to me because all of the court cards in this deck, you see them throughout the deck, which is a really great way, I think, for you to really get to know those cards. But anyway, we're doing something different here. I'll focus on what I'm doing. So I'm going to choose this one and put this one aside. Okay, go to the 6. For me, this is kind of a no-brainer. I'm going to go with this one here. That's that same couple, but as younger, they're children. Obviously, though, this looks like a birthday party. It's, you know, childhood memories, that kind of thing. But I love this one, so I'm going to go with that. And, oh, we've also got another choice for 6 of Cups. So let's go back. So that's this little girl here sitting with her parents, looks like. Having a little tea party with her bears. I love that. I still think I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so to the swords now. Let me just get through. All right, so Ace of Swords. Again, I love, love, love this. Love the image. But I love focusing in on the hands here. So I think I'm going to go with this. Oh, I love this card though. Okay, 4 of Swords. I'll just see if there's just one. Okay. So here's this guy again. You see him throughout here. But looks like he's on a bus. And he's going to see someone. Got his little, whatever that is, ukulele maybe? A little bouquet of flowers. Looks like he's fallen asleep against the window. But that doesn't really say 4 of Swords to me as much as this one does. So I'm going to go with this one. Now, oh, okay. 8 of Swords. This one. Yeah. I mean, this is a fantastic 8 of Swords. You know, that illusion of being trapped. And yet all she needs to do is stand up and walk through the door. But I love this. I just love this. The birds and, you know, how she seems trapped in her thoughts. I'm going with this one. And I think, oh, there's 2 more. Okay. So again, we've got the Ace. And if I'm going to follow the same thing that I've done before, then I'll be choosing this one because this focuses right in on the hands, which I love in my aces. So we'll be going with this one. And then the Page of Pentacles. There we go. Of how she's flipped that coin. The fish in the fountain there. I like this one too. It's all the fabric and stuff there. Oh gosh, this is a hard choice. I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so that's it. These are my choices. I would love to know what you think of them. Okay, I'm just going to move my camera back out and then we'll have a few last words, and that will be the end of this video. Okay, so here we are, and now that I have chosen all of my cards here, I'm going to just put them back in there. It comes with this gorgeous little bag. Look at that, beautiful velvety outside and the satin interior. Love the edging on that too. This is such a pretty deck. I'd seen this one before, and it was on my list of decks. Excuse me, it was on my list of decks. How's that for a blooper? That I wanted to get, and then I saw it on Lisa Pepez's channel, and was hearing her talk about it, and I started to understand a bit more about how the deck worked, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get that deck. Thank you, Lisa. So anyways, that is it. This is my spring work, I guess. This is what I'm going to be working on for these next couple of months for sure. So of course we've got the Wild Way Oracle deck and book, the Cosmic Cycles. I'll be using this deck for a tarot deck. Got my Seasons of the Witch and my tarot sticker book and my 13 moon journal that I'll be using. And that is all. I hope you enjoyed having a look at what I'll be using during my spring practice over the next couple of months. Love to hear your thoughts. Leave your comments below the video. I read and respond to absolutely everything. I love to hear what you think. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, may love and laughter light your days. Bye for now.